To my wonderful students of Topeka 501, I want to say how proud I am of all of you for your accomplishment of being able to graduate. You're a senior and you're done. You went through all of these years of school, of cultivating your brain, and now you're off to this amazing adventure, which is college or military or technical school, wherever this journey is going to take you. I want to tell you that I understand that this year put a damper on maybe some of the things that you expected to do. For example, my nephew was not able to complete his baseball year. And I know that so many other students in 501 and all across our state are right now trying to figure out what new normal is. I want to tell you that even though these moments are extremely difficult, they help us build character and they teach us how to navigate and how resilient we can actually be. And this is one of the traits that will always characterize this class of 2020. You are all strong, resilient individuals. It's been a hard year. We've had some tough losses, and my heart goes out to all of you. But I think that these difficulties are going to help all of you see the world from a different lens. I'm proud of you, so proud. Whatever your journey may be, whether it be technical school, or it be a 4-year college, or whether it be a 12-year program of medicine or something else that you want to do, whatever it is, know that your city absolutely loves you and expects you to do amazing. Thank you.
The leader looks like it is relied. God's gonna trouble the water. Waiting, it is waiting, the water. Waiting, the water, children. Waiting, in water. God's gonna trouble. God's children. Waiting, it is water. Waiting, the water, children. Waiting, in water. God's gonna trouble. God's children. See that they're not dressed in red. God's gonna trouble the water. Well, it looks like the man that Moses led. God's gonna trouble the water. Children waiting, 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 water. Waiting, water, children waiting in water. God's gonna trouble. Children waiting in water. Waiting, water, children waiting in water. God's up gonna trouble water. Waiting, Children go back and wait in the water. Children wait, children in the oh, children lost, are gonna trouble the world.
Good afternoon, students, families, and friends. Welcome to the 103rd Highland Park High School Commencement Ceremony. I would like to welcome the Board of Education, Superintendent, District Administration, students, friends, and their families, and distinguished staff. Although we cannot be together in person, we are here nonetheless celebrating this great achievement. Just because we are not physically in the same place, we are truly where we need to be now, with our families and those that helped us get to this incredible moment. Today we honor the class of 2020. The class that has had to endure what would have seemed unthinkable just a few short months ago. As we go through the ceremony today, please take comfort in the fact that despite what is occurring right now, this group of seniors is truly ready to take on the challenges that we are now collectively experiencing. In today's ceremony, you will be able to hear your student's name be called and see it scroll across your screen. At the end will also be the senior slideshow where we will all get to relive some of the memories from this school year. It will be available for you to view whenever you would like because it will be accessible through various formats. Let's get started. And now for our district leadership, we have Dr. Tiffany Anderson, Superintendent, Mr. Larry Robbins, Deputy Superintendent of Operations, Miss Billy Zaborski-Wallace, Assistant Superintendent and responsible for teaching and learning, and Miss Lori Cope, General Counsel. It is now my pleasure to introduce you to the Highland Park High School Administrative Staff and Counseling Department. First, we have Associate Principal Miss Julie Watson, Miss Leosha Jardina, Miss Carrie Norbury, Mr. Rayhan Wilkinson, Mr. Boschner Whitaker, Athletic Director, and for our Counseling Department, we have Mr. Aaron Epke, Miss Keisha Guest, and Miss Brittany Lavender. And now to welcome our graduates, it is my pleasure to introduce to you your school president, Liliana Lucio. Lily Lucio has been an outstanding scout from the very beginning. She's been a part of Avid and Gear Up since middle school and has made the top 10 students of her class each year, was inducted into the National Honor Society, and was honored as a Kansas Honor Scholar. Throughout her years at Highland Park, Lily's been involved with Key Club, Crochet Club, Girl Up, Native American Club, HP Summer Leadership Symposium, Washburn University's Leadership Challenge event, Student Council, Volleyball, Dr. Anderson's Superintendent's Advisory Board, and Link Crew. In the fall, Lily will continue her education as a Jayhawk at the University of Kansas, where she will be studying in the field of speech, language, hearing, sciences, and disorders. Lily Lucio.
Welcome, friends, family, alumni, and honorable staff. I am Liliana Lucio, Highland Park School President. I want to thank each and every one of you all for attending and supporting Highland Park's Class of 2020 graduation. For some people, graduating high school is an option, but for my peers and I, graduating was an essential. We have worked so hard to accomplish this, whether you were juggling a job, sports, clubs, or even children, you made it happen. I want to take a minute to thank the teachers the most. They have been very flexible and make sure we still gain the knowledge and wisdom during this pandemic appropriate to graduate. I know it cannot be easy. As a senior during this outbreak, I know we deserve this. We are driven, we are hardworking, and we are strong. I can't wait to see who becomes the doctors, entrepreneurs, and even the next famous rapper. Once again, thank you for your presence, and remember, it's great to be a Scot. Class of 2020, you deserve this.
Dr. Tiffany Anderson has been a public school educator for over 27 years, and the majority of that time has been as a superintendent. She has improved achievement in rural, urban, and in suburban public school districts. In 2016, Dr. Anderson became the first African-American female superintendent of Topeka Public Schools. Since Dr. Anderson's arrival, the Topeka Public School District won 2 of their 4 National First Place Magna Awards for equity and innovation. Additionally, under Dr. Anderson's leadership, schools doubled their college course offerings, student attendance increased above 90%, ACT participation increased, achievement scores have increased across the district, and a district virtual school and mobile pantry was started serving thousands of families. Dr. Anderson's publications include her books on transforming schools, along with several articles on high-performing school cultures published in local and national magazines and newspapers. Dr. Anderson earned her undergraduate degree and later her doctorate from St. Louis University in 2001. A second doctorate, the Doctor of Humane Letters, from Eden Theological Seminary for her service to the community and society. Dr. Anderson is an active member of the Topeka community, serving on boards, and is a member of several service organizations. An awarded educator, she was recognized as one of the top 6 people with purpose at the Oscars for her innovative work in education, earned national recognition from Education Week as one of the nation's 16 leaders to learn from, and was awarded a Lifetime Achievement from President Obama for volunteerism. Ladies and gentlemen, our Superintendent of Schools, Dr. Tiffany Anderson.
Congratulations, 2020 graduates. While this is not the ideal format of me being on stage talking to you directly, it is a privilege to be here today to give you the congratulations and the recognition that you so greatly deserve. We're so excited that we were able to do our diploma distribution and now our virtual graduation ceremonies. Within this ceremony, I want to highlight just a few things about a variety of schools. Normally, I talk about one school specifically, but my goodness, we are all in this together. We are Topeka Public Schools. And as a Topeka Public Schools family, there are so many accolades over the course of this year that all of our schools have attained. As just one example, Topeka High, they made it to state with their basketball team, their girls basketball team, and their football team this year also continued to have a very good season. The undefeated girls weren't just the only ones this year that we celebrated. The academic scholars as well at Topeka High have continued to have a variety of awards throughout the course of this year. We are so proud of them. In fact, Topeka High has a student with a perfect ACT score in 2020. Congratulations to all of our T-High families. Topeka West as well has also had an amazing athletic season. Coach Bloomquist celebrated his 500th win as a coach. He's the only coach in this region that has accomplished that. The governor's scholars and the ACT scholars as well at Topeka West are too numerous to list. We are so proud of Topeka West's continued success in a variety of areas. Topeka West has one of the highest graduation and ACT rates. His attendance rate is not only above 90% at this particular school for all of our Topeka West scholars, but the graduation rate is also at 95%. How many schools can say that? Congratulations to our Topeka West scholars. We also want to highlight our Highland Park Scotty Scots, where it's often said it is great to be a Scot. Every year, Highland Park has continued to improve upon graduation and attendance rate, and this year is no different. We are so excited to see the continued success at Highland Park. This year, the Highland Park boys basketball team also athletically continued to do very well and had an amazing season this year. Congratulations. So many teams making it to state in one school district is unique to Topeka Public Schools. Again, we are TPS. We are Topeka Public Schools. The Highland Park team also made their selves known in their selfless giving and serving, as many have seen throughout the community in the various food stations and mobile food drives that we've had throughout East Topeka, in part due to the Highland Park staff. We thank our students and staff for the service and congratulations on the continued accolades, both athletically and academically. Hope Streeters, where it's great to be a Hope Streeter. And Mr. Knoll also says, you can't beat Hope Street, which is so true. Both Hope Street and Cap City, where their motto is I can, have shown that more students can graduate in our alternative programs than perhaps any school in the region. We congratulate Hope Street and Cap City for their increased graduation rate, their increased attendance rate. And this year in particular, Cap City will really make history in the graduation rate this year and the projected increase. We are so proud of all of our students, whether you attend Topeka High, Topeka West, Hope Street, Cap City, Avondale West, or take classes at TCalc. Because of the collective energy and support, even through a pandemic, we've shown that we are Topeka Public Schools. A building doesn't make a school. Students make a school. Staff make a school. Because of you, this 2020 year is most memorable. Because of our seniors, we had a diploma distribution ceremony, and instead of walking across the stage, students drove across the stage because seniors helped plan that event. Because of our seniors, we were able to really involve students in making masks this year. We actually had a senior at TCalc who made 3D masks at TCalc in the midst of the pandemic to give back to others. Because of you, we are able to show that we can engage, prepare, and inspire not only our students for a lifetime, but others. So congratulations to our 2020 graduates. I ask you to remember next year and in the years to come that you are a part of something so much bigger than ourselves. You are part of Topeka Public Schools. Continue to engage, prepare, and inspire all around you for a lifetime. Congratulations.
Dr. Scott Mickelson is a native of Manhattan, Kansas, where he attended Manhattan High School. He attended college at Kansas State University, where he received a Bachelor of Science degree and a doctorate in veterinary medicine. He practiced for 5 years in Kansas City and returned to school at the University of Texas Southwestern Medical School, where he completed a postdoctoral fellowship in comparative pathology. He currently is the attending veterinarian at Hill's Pet Nutrition. Dr. Mickelson has had 2 children graduate from Topeka Public Schools and has served on the Topeka Board of Education since 2013. It is my privilege to introduce the president of the Topeka Public Schools Board of Education, Dr. Scott Mickelson.
Happy graduation and congratulations to the class of 2020. As we gather today, apart from each other, I am thinking about this community, the students we are recognizing, and the people who have contributed to this milestone in our graduates' lives. The gatherings and collaborations and networks of folks who aren't in one room or in one building or on one stage today, but have been gathered for years, helping us get to this day and are huddled around us now at this moment, celebrating. I represent one part of that community, the Topeka Public Schools Board of Education. Our school board is with you today. We captured their pictures before we had to social distance. On the back left is Dr. Richard Bonebrake, then is Dr. Michael Morrison. Next to Michael is Mr. Lalo Munoz, then Mrs. Sue Boley, and on the far top right is Mrs. Melanie Stewart Campbell. On the front row, sitting on the right of Dr. Anderson is Reverend John Williams, who serves as our board vice president. I'm the bald guy on the front left. We are here with many others in the Topeka community, this group of people educating, coaching, supporting, developing, feeding, listening to, and cleaning up after our graduates. The families, friends, teachers, coaches, administrators. The audience is large, it's far and wide. This group has been guiding us all to this day. Here we are as a community, gathered together, but not close together, to celebrate a milestone, to celebrate the class of 2020, and send our students out into our community as graduates. This isn't the gathering we expected. We aren't having the celebrations we'd hoped for. In this strange time, we think a lot about what we've lost, the milestones we aren't getting to celebrate the way we want most, the tradition of walking across the stage, hearing our name announced, hearing the applause, meeting with many other fellow graduates and families in a big building with a big crowd, with hugs and with parties. We feel a loss. But let us focus on what we have gained. We have gained the class of 2020, a group of impressive doers, thinkers, innovators, students who are resilient, creative, persevering, young people who are capable of community across town, who connect through wires and satellites and screens and hearts and minds. Students who can Zoom and Skype and Duo, who see more clearly than any other class with 2020 vision, the global community, the connections across land and sea and outer space, young people who are sharing their milestone moment with other graduates across the globe. celebrating in this very same way. The class of 2020, who sees the value in myriad varied connections, who finds ways to show each other they matter without looking in each other's eyes, face to face, or in giving hugs, but sending emoticons or memes or words of connection, encouragement, and support. The class of 2020, who sees clearly the state of the world, the difference that small, silent, thoughtful connections can make to restoring health, to learning, to improving mental health, the collaborations that lead to innovations in medicine, science, logistics, and communication. The class of 2020 has exercised skills in flexibility, determination, and grit. These are lifelong skills. This class has practiced, they have gained expertise. Graduates, you may look back on this day as graduates do and remember the milestone, the accomplishment amid the backdrop of uncertain times, of global challenges, the celebration and ceremony that took place in living rooms and on screens. And I hope you, the class of 2020, remember the community, the strength of this community all around you. Today, I hope you will think of what you have gained, of the community you have created, and look ahead to the community you will build, the connections you will create, the differences you will make. Your rearview mirror is small, just a few inches across. A few memories will linger. Your windshield is larger, your view ahead is wide and deep and broad and bright. With 2020 vision, the view ahead includes a growing, vibrant, forward-looking community. Congratulations, graduates. Enjoy that view.
Now it is with great pleasure that I present to you your valedictorian for the class of 2020, Ms. Brianna Pledger. Brianna is a member of National Honor Society, AVID, Gear Up, and is a student leader for Link Crew. She has been on the honor roll with Superior High Honors and part of top 10 students in her class all 4 years. Along with her academics, she has participated in volleyball and plays in the varsity marching band. She has also taken part in the Highland Park Academy and has volunteered at Harvester's Food Bank. After graduation from high school, Brianna plans to attend the University of Kansas and major in nursing. I present to you Ms. Brianna Pledger.
My fellow graduates, although I am tremendously disappointed that we cannot be together for what should have been a joyous celebration due to the frustrating state our world is currently in, I am truly humbled and honored to be giving this speech to our class. Over the last 4 years, we have learned more than I can describe in this short speech. Mrs. Dela Cruz taught us that x equals negative b plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac all over 2a. Ms. Wallen taught us that George killed Lenny out of love, which still keeps me up at night. And Mr. Harrell taught us that the door to anyone's soul is food. All of this knowledge will no doubt be valuable as we go forward in life, but I think that the most important lesson we've learned from our time in high school is how much we really need each other to succeed and how great it truly is to be a part of this God's family. The class of 2020 is unique and resilient. We entered this world in the midst of the 9/11 tragedy, and now we're graduating during a pandemic. We have come and achieved so much already, and I can't wait to see what the future holds for us. Finally, to the best class of all, Highland Park High School class of 2020, always remember, this is who we are, and it's great to be a Scot. Thank you.
I would like now to introduce the November Senior of the Month recipient, Miss Cheyenne James. Cheyenne James was born on March 31st, 2002 in Columbus, Ohio. She's the only daughter of 4 to Christopher and Tamika James. She has attended Topeka Public Schools her entire schooling. She has attended Avondale West, Ross Elementary, Eisenhower Middle School, and finally Highland Park High School. She has known that she wanted to have a profession in the medical field since 5th grade. For as long as she could remember, she has been in and out of hospitals constantly for her grandmother, who was terminally ill with cancer. She got used to the environment and didn't mind it. She feels her calling is in anesthesiology due to her love for comforting and nurturing people in times of need. She would especially like to work in an economically disadvantaged community like the neighborhood she resides in. Cheyenne wants to defy odds and expose herself to a career that would allow her to step out of her comfort zone. She is a member of the National Honor Society. She was named Senior of the Month of November for the district and received the 2020 Youth Award. She is captain of the Rhythmic Bells dance team, volleyball team. She's a senior class president and volunteers in her community through Scott's Movement. She works to contribute her ability to lead and be a positive role model in every activity she is involved in. She is a natural-born leader. I present to you Ms. Cheyenne James.
Congratulations, class of 2020. We made it. We've been together for 4 consecutive years. It's safe to say we grew up with each other. We're basically family now. We were just whipping and nay-naying and doing the D-Lo shuffle, and now we're high school graduates. We watched other classes walk the stage and waited anxiously for our big day. Instead, we had a virtual goodbye and no transition into the real world like we planned. As you go forward in your life, whether you're heading to trade school, a university, or simply wherever the wind takes you, remember to do so with an open mind and full heart. Be ready for whatever the world throws at you and keep going full force. Go on and pursue your dreams and aspirations. Remember, life is a learning curve, not a test. And to the teachers, thank you for implanting in us PEMDAS and that I goes before E except after C, and reminding us distance divided by time equals speed. Thank you to the class of 2020 for making these last 4 years memorable. And remember, it's great to be a Scot.
And now, as one of the Senior of the Month recipients, it is my honor to introduce Avery Temple Bowie. As a student at Highland Park, Avery has participated in many clubs, organizations, and extracurricular activities. Some of those activities include student council, varsity band, chamber choir, Gear Up, and AVID. Avery has been a huge advocate for the promotion of school pride within Highland Park and strives to create a positive atmosphere within it. Avery has also been a part of the bowling team and was selected to become the Youth Entrepreneurship Ambassador for Highland Park. While in Detroit attending the YE Summit, Avery had received the Best Networking Award by Southwest Airlines. With all the knowledge Avery had received throughout the 4 years at Highland Park, he has decided to run for the Kansas House of Representatives and also attend the University of Kansas to obtain his political science bachelor's degree. I give you Avery Temple Bowie.
Board members, administration, and my fellow students, today I stand before you to tell you that we made it. We made it through the grueling hours of study, the binder checks, the DBQs, and even hearing Mr. Maysberger talk an entire block period. And we even made it through the coronavirus. But this is truly only the beginning. Most of us know what we want to study. We know the university we want to attend, but there's one thing we do not know, and that's what's after the next 4 years. Some of us will work for big companies, big law firms, and maybe even the White House. But those things will not be feasible without realizing where we came from. Topeka is a city that still thrives in the ideals that if you work hard enough, anything is possible. Our state motto, Ad Astra per Aspera, translates to the stars of difficulty. That means that the path to success may not always be easy, but if you work your hardest, you will reach your destiny. I believe that we are the ones who will change the world, and I believe that we are a family as Highland Park. This is who we are.
As an acknowledgement of the virtual conferring of diplomas today, I would like to again recognize those who would have been on stage with you. The members of our Topeka Public Schools Board of Education, Superintendent Dr. Tiffany Anderson, Associate Principal Ms. Julie Watson, Highland Park High School Division principals and their teams, which include your academic counselors, and most importantly, the teachers and staff who have walked with you during these past 4 years to help you reach this day. I am thankful and appreciative of them, and I know that they are extremely proud of each of you. And now, wherever you are, will the Highland Park High School class of 2020 please rise? Dr. Anderson, it is my honor to present to you, and by virtue of the authority vested in me by the Topeka Public Schools Board of Education, I hereby recognize these students who have met the requirements set forth by the Kansas State Department of Education, the Topeka Public School District 501 Board of Education, and the faculty and administration of Highland Park High School. I request that these students be granted all rights, honors, privileges, and responsibilities pertaining thereto. It is my privilege to present the conferring of diplomas to the class of 2020.
Darian LaWayne Abbott, Matthew Patrick Lee Allman, Emily Stephanie Alvarado, Miriam Bernice Alvarado Delgadillo, Brian Cassius Alvarez, Mia Alexandra Ariano, Zayla Tashay Ball, Jacob Lane Barton, Sebastian Beltran, Wesley Riel Bennett, Brianna Bermudez Villapondo, Caleb Justice Blakemore, William Deshaun Etienne Blocker, Devay Lashane Boyd, Jayla Janae Brooks, DeQuasia Danica Brown, Gabriella Marie Brown, Galen LaShawn Brown, Jalen Lamar Brown, Keely Renee Shante Brown, Zachary Thomas Brown, Tyler Austin Capps, Emily Cardona, Salvador Cardona Jr., Ariana Shrell Carpenter, Dariana Monet Carter, Tyson Armand Carter, Holly Ann Carruthers, Felix Castro Miraz, Allison Page Cervantes, Mirla Yuridia Chavaria de la Cruz, Ezekiel Mauricio Chavez, Allison Nicole Cook, Blanca Cortez, Perla Cruz Garcia, Kelvin Rashawn Curry, Michaela Sakura Curry, Donald Laverne Daniels, Jacqueline Aurelie Del Real, Diego Alexander Dominguez, Wendy Dominguez Martinez, Rowan Mallory Dugan, Deshaun Anthony Lavelle Drew Gregory, Mirka Duran Lopez, Raina Lachey Easter, Morgan Lorraine Edgett, Tavion Ali Emerson, Donovan Nzostiga, Evelyn Espinino, Shakina Regina Munrell Chantel Marie Exum.
Oscar Luis Garcia, Tracy Burnett Garland, Mayana Gary, Jesus Gonzalez, Lisbeth Gonzalez, Irene May Grace, LaQuasha Renee Grover, Nancy Bernice Guerrero, Terriante Devon Hampton, Avery Christopher Hodges, Gabriella Marie Holstein, McKinley James Howard, Diamond Alice Hunt, Tasha Shazwan Hurt, Bridget Ashley Infante, Cheyenne Nicole James, Jatiah Latreia James, Brandon Alexander Jimenez, Jordan Christine Johns, Isaiah Zachary Johnson, Kaya Jeanette Johnson, Talea Monet Unique Johnson, Tanner Chase Kaufman, Jose Alejandro Laguna, to Gregory Aquavion Latona, Quentin Kirk Lawton, Matthew Ray Lee, Peyton DJ Link, Michael Allen Long, Carlos Javier Lopez, Jose Angel Lopez Gonzalez, Daryl Everett Luarks, Liliana Dalia Marie Lucio, Donovan Lee Lunkins, Katie Macias, Eddie Eric Madrid Rodriguez, Josue Alberto Madrigal, Shania Michelle Martin Foster, Ariadna Azucena Martinez, Christopher Martinez, Tyrone Ryan Mayfield, Danielle Changé McClelland, Helena Monique McClelland, Cheyenne Christine McCracken, Shamia LaDonna McIntyre, Kyvay Evelyn McMillan, Alexis Rianne Miller, Donovan Richard Miller, Morgan Janelle Miller, Destiny Hope Marie Mills, Jade Rianne Moon, George Terrell Moore, Charlie Morales, Laisha Morales Rodriguez, Giselle Morales Avina, Devin J. Nelson.
Osvaldo Olivas Diaz, Diamond Marie Olson, Kyle Jonathan James Olson, Ricardo Orsuna Garcia, Javier Osorio, Lindsay Serena Consuelo Pagan, Ernie Panuco, Jesse Panuco, Miriam Isabel Paredes, Perfecto Eduardo Paredes, Jan Pacina, Jose Cubillo Pershal, Brianna Lynn Pledger, Brittany K. Pledger, Elijah Lee Edmund Quarles, Jacob Randall Rains, Victoria Angelina Jasmine Rella, Guadalupe Renteria, Brian Ratana, Brian Cesar Ratana, Marcos Rolando Ratana, Aisha Alice Reyes, Jacob Fernando Reynaga, Nellie Marie Roberts, Dalton James Robinson, Rosalba Isabel Rodriguez, Ashley Nicole Rowe, McKenna Paisley Rohr, Emmanuel Rojas, Nayeli Lucia Salas, Ariana Lizeth Salinas, Heidi Sanchez, Isaiah Sanchez, James Casey Eugene Syracuse, Nada Emily Silva, Jace Levi Smith, Jenna Eileen Smith, Jacqueline Solis, Marco Antonio Solis Guevara, Alejandra Nayeli Solis Hernandez, Juan Salvador Solis Lucio, Reina Alexis Soto, Valeria Lizette Soto, Yesenia Soto Vargas, Kevin Daniel Suarez, Osea Suspend Suarez, Amy Lizbeth Tabarez, Robert Adam Talent, Alexis Lene Taylor, Tressane Lorraine Taylor, Avery Richardson Temple Bowie, Jacqueline Tarones Martinez, William John Tibbetts, Ashley Turo Biartes, Itziana Vasquez, Christina Marie Walton, Aaliyah Deschelle Marie Washington, Zachary Ryan Watkins, Maya Donnell Watson, Christelle Kaylin Wayne, Imani Chalet Wilkins Caballero, Elijah Joyce Williams Jones, Adon Jr. Exalonso Chillet, Madison Marie Yoka.
Having completed the virtual conferring of diplomas during our presentation, class of 2020, please rise once more. Remember that no matter where you go or what you do, the red, the green, and the plaid will always be a component of your being. You will always be a Scot, and this is who you are. And now, as a symbol of your graduation, would you please move your tassel from the right to the left side of your mortarboards? Congratulations, class of 2020. You are now a proud alumni of Highland Park High School. It is now time for the symbolic throwing of the mortarboards, which will also signify the end of today's ceremony. Please be careful in your homes when throwing your mortarboard. You may want to go outside for that. Congratulations again to our graduates and their friends and families. And remember, it's great to be a Scot.